Lane Swingle. Number 34, Levi Weghorst. Number 45 and sometimes 55, J.J. Brunton. Number 48, sometimes 68, Mikey Williams. Number 50, Evan Fisher. Number 51, Kenny Congrove. Number 56, Isaac Campbell. Number 71, Alex Sharp. 73, Joseph Antaby. Number 75, Walker Seitz. Number 77, Brody Brunton. Number 83, Gage Farrar. And number 88, Michael Toth.
Again, folks, we're about 6.5 minutes away from opening kickoff here tonight at Oak Hill High School as the Oak Hill Oaks and the Wellston Golden Rockets going to tee it up here in just a little bit. Again, we will run down a list of sponsors and thank the sponsors again for everything that they do. If we did not get the sponsorship, we wouldn't be here this evening, nor would Oak Hill Oak live streaming be available this year, which BMG Media is going to provide this service for every home game here at Oak Hill High School. So that's a big thing. You'll be able to tune that in. We started this a couple years ago. Actually, when COVID hit 3 years ago, we wanted to do something to provide this service so the fans could actually watch. And a great idea. Michael Gray and company came up with this idea. And here we are 3 years later, BMG Media in full force all over Southern Ohio. So thank you to BMG Media. And again, you're going to stick around. You're going to see live drone video shots over the stadium tonight. You've already seen that earlier. And you'll see a shot of the beautiful facility here at Oak Hill High School. Really something to be proud of.
The facility here is exciting. The atmosphere is exciting because it's a great facility. Great stands, great fans.
And we'll notice whoever the architect was that built the stadium here had the home fans in mind because they're sitting in the shade and the visitors are in the sunlight. And you can see that across the way there. So the architects had that plan just right. So, again, we're about 4.5 minutes away from opening kickoff here tonight. You'll notice some of our additional sponsors in the top right-hand corner of your screen here this evening. And, we want to thank all of those sponsors. Bill, let's talk again real quick about these two teams coming in here tonight. Spoke to Coach Sloan, a great friend of ours, has been forever. We went to school with him for many, many years and have officiated basketball here at Oak Hill High School and had Oak Hill on the road many times officiating basketball. But he says they're in a rebuilding year as well. The Rockets are in a rebuilding year. A lot of things happened, and now we just talked about before we came on the air this evening, it's next man up.
Well, this is going to be a trial by fire. Who can take the pressure? Who can stand in there, take the blows, deliver the blows, and come out on top?
Bill, you were obviously played football in high school, and you and I both were. All three of us brothers had the privilege of being on the football team at Wellston at one time. Of course, our oldest brother Chalk, he was quarterback his senior year, and you were fullback and linebacker your sophomore year. Just bring back a memory. Let's go back to 1983, Nelsonville High School. They had a linebacker by the name of Brian Mays. You knew where I'm going with this.
Yes.
You were fullback.
Yes.
I hand the ball off to you, and Brian Mays and you. It sounded like a train wreck. You hit the line of scrimmage.
I never was one to run side to side, east to west. If I was going to deliver a blow, it was going to be north and south. And we delivered the blow, and I don't exactly know who came out on top on that one.
I'll never forget, though, you coming back to the huddle, and I said, Bill, you okay? And you're still just bent over with your knees on your hands or your hands on your knees. And I said, Bill, you all right?
Well, Bill, I bet the coach called, of course, we didn't have some of the smartest men bringing in. And so the guy that brought it into play, he said, same play. And so I get down in my stance, and I look up, and I see two footballs from the fullback position.
Those were the good old days, back in the early 80s. So we brought Bill on board this year to kind of give us some of this football insight as well from a running back perspective and a linebacker perspective. And actually, he was one of the best field goal kickers that there were around in the area at the time. We could boot him from quite a ways.
I noticed as we walked up here, and this is probably one of the first times I've ever come back to a high school football game. And I told Bub, the adrenaline is pulsating through my veins as we were walking up to the field. There's something about high school football that is a big deal, especially in Southern Ohio.
And you're going to experience it right now because here comes the Oak Hill Oaks. Again, they're in a rebuilding year as well. The Rockets are in a rebuilding year as well. And we're expecting an awesome football game here tonight. Two teams that have one way to go, and that is up. And we're looking for an exciting football game here tonight with about a minute and a half away from opening kickoff here tonight. Again, stick around. You're going to see a lot of drone video action over Oak Hill Stadium here this evening. And again, we want to mention what an awesome job this school district has done putting this facility together with their field house that they have here, the rubberized track, the turf they have on the field. The entire facility is just simply amazing and one to be very proud of. So they're building on some things here. Their band is outstanding, has been for years, and their football team, we're going to see what they're made of here just real quick. Here come the Golden Rockets out on the field at this time. They're doing their traditional carrying the American flag. Rockets brought several fans with them tonight. And again, you'll notice the Wellston Golden Rocket marching band on the far side of the field tonight.
I like how you do that.
So we're ready to get high school football action underway here from Davis Stadium at Oak Hill, Ohio. Bill Norris and I'm Bub Norris bringing you your action this evening.
You got the Norris boys.
You got the Norris duo. Curtis Strickland is here going to be joining us. He's going to be doing the normal game calling for the Oaks for the remainder of the season at the home games here. And we're going to have him on the air with us here in just a little bit once we get things underway and get settled in here shortly. And one thing we can rest assured tonight, and everybody can be comfortable of, is that Red Thompson is in the house down on the sideline. And everybody knows who I am talking about when Red Thompson is in the house. All right, the Rockets going to be kicking off here this evening. Oak Hill Oaks are going to be receiving. Back deep for the Oaks is going to be number 20, number 13, and number 4 for the Oak Hill Oaks back deep. On to kick for the Golden Rockets. Number 19, that's a good number. Mason Saunders back deep for the Oaks, and number 13 as well, Andy Meldek. Kick is away. Going to be hit at about the 24-yard line. Picked up by the Oaks. He goes over the right side, bounces it outside. He's got some running room. He's up the sideline. He goes. One man to beat, brought down by number 7 for the Rockets, Evan Canner on the stop, but not after Oak Hill Oaks get deep inside Golden Rocket territory.
Well, he found a lane, and he took it.
And down the sideline he went. 11:52 to go here in the first quarter. High school football Friday night getting underway here at Oak Hill High School. It appears we must have had a flag on the play. Yep, I see it on the far side now. Well, that's going to nullify that return, Bill.
That was a good run, too. He picked up at least 30 yards after he picked up the ball.
First and 10 for the Oaks. Going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Holding call is going to be the call against the Oaks. Going to push it back to the 28-yard line. Be first and 10 for the Oaks at their own 28. 11:52 to go here in the first quarter. Bill Norris on Bub Norris bringing you your action tonight from Oak Hill High School. Oak Hill Oaks are going to go from the shotgun position. Takes the snap. First guy, fullback through. Going to gain of about 4 on the play. Brought down by a host of Rockets on the play. Number 58 on the stop for the Rockets, and that is Brendan Taborn, and you're going to hear a lot of him tonight.
Straight up the middle. Straight up.
5-yard gain on the play. Second down and 5 for the Oaks. Again, Abley at quarterback for the Oak Hill Oaks. Nice-looking sophomore. Throws the ball very well for the Oaks. 5'11", 150-pound sophomore. Again, he's a young man that got thrown in by fire last year. Started as a freshman for the Oaks, and he's back out there as a sophomore this year. They go from the shotgun formation once again to pistol formation, and we have a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be encroachment on the Rockets, and that's probably going to be good enough to give the Oaks. They're going to mark it just short of a first down. Not sure why that's not a first down already, but the official marks it just short. So second down and inches for the Oaks, ball resting at about the 37-yard line. Again, ably running in and out with the plays for the Oak Hill Oaks. We'll try to get some more players for you in just a moment. Number 13 goes wide left. That's Andy Meldek at wide receiver and in the slot. Number 4, that's Nate Clutters. Ably at shotgun once again with Meldek to his back. Hands off to Meldek over the right side. Misses one tackler. Avoids another. Gets a nice gain on the play. Picks up the first down for the Oak Hill Oaks.
Wellston had an opportunity there to get the man in the backfield.
And a nice move, I think, Meldek made. Meldek or Clutters, we'll get it for you here in just a moment. But he made a nice move, Bill, at the line of scrimmage right there to avoid that tackle. But you're right. Rockets had an opportunity to make that stop and didn't get that done.
Had a little sidestep.
10:23 to go here in the first quarter. Oaks moving the ball on the ground. Again, ably bringing the play in for the Oak Hill Oaks. You're listening to high school football right here on BMG Media, coming to you live from Oak Hill, Ohio, Oak Hill Football Stadium. And we have a timeout on the field taken by the Oak Hill Oaks at this time. Bill, let's hit the sponsors once again real quick. We want to thank the sponsors, People's Bank of Wellston, Charlie Hudson, Darrow Insurance, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce.
And don't forget, folks, look up in that right-hand corner. You'll see our other sponsors.
$10:03 to go here in the first quarter. Oak Hill Oaks pick up the first down of the season and the game for them. And we are in a timeout right now. But you can hear the bands loudly going at it. Could be the battle of the bands here at halftime for the halftime show, so you'll want to stick around for sure and watch both of those bands at halftime. Meldek, or Clutters, I'm sorry, at tailback. Ably at shotgun for the Oaks. Takes a snap. Going to hand off to Clutters. He stopped right at the line of scrimmage and looked like number 75, Bill, for the Rockets.
Absolutely. Looked like it was a trip up, or maybe that was one of the Rockets that got in the backfield.
Looked like number 72, Xavier Miller, getting in there to stop for the Rockets. So no gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Oaks with 9:42 to go here in the first quarter. Great night for high school football. Ably at shotgun with Clutters to his right. Passing formation, trips to the left. Ably takes the snap, and we have a whistle. Okay, offsides on the offense. So 3 penalties right here. You can tell this is the first game of the season for both teams.
Usually what happens, when I said earlier, trial by fire, this is part of it. Who can calm their nerves enough to wait for that snap?
Yep, great point. 5-yard penalty, second down and 15 for the Oaks. Ball pushed back to their own 38-yard line. Going to go to that pistol formation once again. Ably at shotgun with Clutters behind him, and we have another flag on the play. False start against the Oak Hill Oaks. Again, the pregame jitters and the things just really mounting up. And the Oak Hill Oaks tagged with their third penalty already of the ball game here early with 9:15 to go here in the first quarter.
And it looks like, Bub, this is just about where they started from at the kickoff.
Yes, it was. And you're exactly right. That's exactly where they're at. 1st and 20 for the Oaks. Again, definite passing situation here. Ably at shotgun with Clutters to his right. They go trips formation to the left. Rockets walk up, going to play man-to-man defense. Abley at shotgun, takes a snap, looks to his left, and he's going to have to tuck it. He's going to be hit in the backfield and stopped. And great pass coverage and defense for the Rockets. Bill, Rockets had that one snuffed out pretty good.
Well, because they had that good pass coverage, it gave our linemen time to stop it and move around.
Brings up third down and maybe a half a yard gain on the play. Third and long for the Oaks. Third and still about 20. Definite passing situation. Bill, what do you think we can expect in this formation right here? Third down and long.
Well, let me not be obvious. Let's look for a throw.
Throw or screen play or a draw. Let's see what happens here. Puts Clutters in motion. We got another flag.
I saw one of the linemen move for the Oaks. This
absolutely has to drive a coach completely crazy. Especially, first game of the season with this kind of stuff. These are the things that you try to get worked out. All football teams try to get these things worked out before the first game. Obviously, it's biting the Oaks right
practice after practice, after scrimmage after scrimmage.
Snap after snap. 7:51 to go here in the first quarter. About 5 or 6 flags already here in the first quarter. All of those owned by the Oaks with the exception of one.
And only one personal foul, which was the holding against Wellston.
All right, we're going to go to the pistol formation once again. Abley at shotgun with Clutters in the backfield. Going to hand off to him over the left side. He has some room. He's trying to get to the outside. He's going to pick up the Oak Hill Oaks gun. He is going to pick up a first down.
What a play.
Well, they have obviously had the Rockets caught back on their heels, but we have another flag on the play.
It looked like the Oaks had trapped our linemen inside, giving their running back plenty of room to go outside.
Yeah, and looks like they're going to get hit with a holding call on that play, which is exactly what happened on that. And you spoke that exactly right, Bill. They sealed that corner and allowed Clutters to get around the edge, but a little too much jersey, and another flag on the Oaks on that play. So it's still going to bring up it's going to push it back, and it'll be third down again.
It looks like that the Oaks are not only fighting Wellston, but they're fighting themselves. These kind of penalties have literally stopped this team, the Oaks, from moving forward.
Aiden Hall in the backfield for the Oaks as well, and he's a tremendous athlete, football and basketball player. Abley takes a snap. Going to hand off to Clutters up the left side. He tries to get outside once again. Not going to get the first down, but gains some nice yardage back. Gains about 8 or 9 on the play. He was going to bring fourth down for the Oaks. And the Oaks yet, Bill, to put the ball in the air. They've tried to a couple times, but haven't put it in the air yet.
We've called it, and they're still testing the Rockets and see where the weak spots are.
Rockets have some decent size up front. We've got number 78 out there for the Rockets, Gage Goheen, and Xavier Miller, number 72. And then you have number 44, Bodie Kemp out there. Nice-sized kids for the Rockets. The punt going to be by number 9, nice punt. Going to be caught at the 25. He's going to be wrapped up at the 25. Number 8 with the catch. That's Seth Lambert. He's a sophomore for the Rockets. Rockets will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Not much to work with there. The man was on him as soon as he caught the ball.
6:29 to go here in the first quarter. Let's see if the Rockets are able to do anything. Again, the Oak Hill Oaks have some nice size up front. Number 7, they're going to have Aiden Hall, looks like, at that defensive spot. Number 55 going to be there in the middle. That's J.J. Brunton. And number 50 in there for the center for the Oaks, Evan Fisher. So they have some nice size up front. Looks like they're going to play a 3-4 possibly defense.
Yeah, 3 men up front.
They're going to spread you out. Rockets going to a shotgun with Johnny Scott at quarterback at shotgun. Bodie Kemp right behind him. Rockets take the snap, hands off to Kemp over the right side. Nothing happening, and he's going to lose a couple yards on the play.
Boy, the Oaks really got in there on this play.
Rockets going to lose 2 on the play. 6:15 to go here in the first quarter. Rockets go backwards on their first play. 2nd down and 12. again, it's a trial by fire, as we spoke about coming in here tonight. Rockets next man up. And Johnny Scott normally would probably just be your JV quarterback at this year, but now he's thrown right into the mix and has to get it done.
That's true, Bub. And we'll see what they can do here.
5:45 to go here in the first quarter. Rockets are going to go twin receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Pistol formation. Scott takes a snap, hands off to Kemp up the middle, and breaks a couple tackles. This young man did a really nice job last year as a backup runner. Very impressive through the course of the season. I know you didn't get to watch him last year. This kid runs north and south, much about like what you did.
That's what I was noticing from up here in the box. I saw the hole open up, and he went right through it head first and headlong and picked up 3 and 4 yards.
Third down and about 7 for Wellston. 5:11 to go here in the first quarter. Definite passing situation, or maybe give him some type of a different look on this play. Again, the Oaks going with a 3-man front. They're going to spread it out on defense. And 3-man at the linebacker spot. Number 22, number 55, I believe. Scott's going to go up under center now. Power I, going to play action. Rolls to his left, loses step. He's got a man. He's going to tuck it. Going to try to get upfield. Gains a couple yards. Going to be close to a first down. Let's see where the officials mark it. I think he's going to be just short.
That was a good play, Bub. It's broken up. He didn't have anybody to throw to, and he had to head upfield, and that's where he went.
Rocket's going to be 4th and inches. I'm not so sure, even this early in the season, with 4th and inches, that I don't put my quarterback under center and just try to pick up the first down here.
With a 3-man front, lining up tight, aren't they?
They are tight. Brenton Breach back to punt for the Rockets. Snap is good. Breach's punt, gets it away. Going to be caught at about the 38. Going to get outside is number 13. He has some real estate. He has the corner, steps out of bounds. And number 13 for the Oaks, and that's Andy Meldak. Again, they're inside Rocket territory right now. So far, the Oaks are winning the battle of field position.
Absolutely. The transition there, about a 25-yard transition after he picked up the ball by a little sidestep and then headed down the sideline.
1st and 10 for the Oaks. Ball on the Rocket 37-yard line. Bill Norris on Bub Norris, bringing you your action tonight from Davis Stadium in Oak Hill, Ohio, where the Oak Hill Oaks and the Wellston Rockets battling out here this evening. Abley at shotgun. They're in the pistol formation. Takes a snap. Hands it. Nope, he's going to roll to his right. Looking, has Hall on the flats. It's complete. First down, Oaks. He gets up the sideline. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Oaks.
That's a score for the Oaks.
Bill by the Oaks over the right side. Hit one of their best players on the field, Aiden Hall. And he catches it and takes it to the house for the Oaks.
That play sucked the linebackers in, so the whole flats was open for a pass, and he just took it up the sideline for the touchdown.
Oaks strike first blood with 3:44 to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 your score. Number 9 on the kick, and that would be Garrett McInnes for the Oaks to attempt the extra point. Snap is good. The kick is also good. Good-looking kick. So with 3:44 to go here in the first quarter, Oaks go on top of the Rockets by the score of 7-0 here from Davis Stadium. Bill, we're going to take a quick look, if we can, around the area. Some very important games around the area tonight. Very traditional matchup. The Ironton Tigers and Wheelersburg Pirates are going to be there in action tonight. Vinton County takes on Union Oda this evening, and Athens is playing Philo. Trimble is playing Nelsonville York. That's always a big matchup, first game of the year. And then Minford and Rock Hill, Harvest Prep and Bloom Carroll, Gallia Academy and the Meigs Marauders. That's always a big matchup starting out the season. And then Southeastern and Northwest play this evening as well. Portsmouth West plays Fairland. That's a huge game this evening. Logan Elm, Zane Trace. Jackson is at Logan. Eastern is on top of Alexander by the score of 7-0. Paint Valley plays Blanchester tonight. Liberty Union plays Heath. So football action, football Friday night, all over Southern Ohio. joining me now, the gentleman that's going to be doing the remainder of the home games here for the Oak Hill Oaks is Mr. Curtis Strickland. Curtis, thanks for standing by with us here this evening.
Nice to be here tonight. I look forward to talking about the Oaks here at home for the rest of the year. Seeing a pretty exciting game tonight.
So far, so good. Again, the Oaks, number 7, he's just a tremendous athlete. I watched this young man play basketball for the Oaks, and he's just a hard kid to stop.
Yeah, he comes from a family who have all played football, so he's definitely a good player.
Rockets take the opening kickoff, bring it out to the 35-yard line. Number 10 with the ball there. Stay right here with me for just a minute, Curtis, if you would. Again, the Oaks score first. Rockets ran a couple plays the last series, and were able to gain a little bit of yardage, but let's see what we can do here on this. What do you think of the BMG media setup here this evening, Curtis?
Well, I tell you, the BMG media setup is really impressive. Seeing the truck down below and the drone and all the technology, you guys really have it going.
Yeah, they do a tremendous job with the production, that's for sure. And that same service is going to be provided for the remainder of the home games for Oak Hill Oaks here the rest of the season. Johnny Scott for the Rockets up under center. Has Kemp at tailback, going with a power eye. Rockets take the snap. Going to hand off to Kemp over the right side. He's trapped, caught in the backfield, taken down at the 34-yard line by number 53 for the Oaks, and that young man is Lane Swingle.
Lane Swingle and Evan Fisher on the tackle there. Evan Fisher, one of the, what they say, better offensive, defensive linemen in the Southern Ohio, so we're really excited about him this year.
Yeah, nice-looking players up front, and I can see why. The Oaks are going to make some noise with those 3 guys up front. You have Hall at left side of the line. Number 55 there for the Oaks in the center. That's J.J. Brunton. And number 50 over there on the right side. And that is, get that for you here in just a moment. That is Evan Fisher, as you mentioned. Rockets are going to spread it out just a little bit. Single man backfield. Kemp at tailback. Hands off to Kemp over the right side. Again, just not a whole lot to go on right there. Gains maybe 1.5 on the play. And the Oak Hill Oaks read that play very well.
Yes, they did. The defense is looking pretty stiff tonight. So with the Rockets, it's been mostly a defensive game so far, except for that one big play by the Oaks. So a lot of penalties so far.
For sure. 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Oaks on top of the Rockets by the score of 7-0. And you're watching Oak Hill Oak football right here on BNG Media. Curtis Strickland, Bill Norris, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you your action tonight. Rockets having a hard time getting anything going on the ground here this evening. Oaks defensively, they spread you out on defense and come at you at a lot of different angles. Again, Johnny Scott at shotgun for the Rockets. Kemp right behind him, takes a snap, high snap over his head. Kemp's just going to have to fall on it, and he does at about the 15-yard line. Huge loss for the Rockets. Minute 39 to go here in the first quarter.
Recovered by number 44, Bodie.
Brings up 4th down for the Rockets and obvious punting situation.
For Wellston.
Beautiful evening tonight here in Oak Hill.
Perfect night for football all over Southern Ohio. And my brother and I were speaking earlier about the facility here. What an amazing facility Oak Hill has here for their kids. And this is what it's all about for the kids.
Absolutely, yes. Davis Stadium, we're very proud to have it.
Brenton Breach back to punt for the Rockets. Snap is a good one. He gets away a dandy. Going to be caught at the fair catch at about the 48-yard line again in Rocket territory. 57 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Good crowd as well. Wellston brought a lot of fans with him. Oak Hill fans all came out tonight. It's more or less a packed Davis Stadium tonight.
Curtis, we were speaking earlier about the bands in the pregame. I know Oak Hill's band, they've just done a phenomenal job with their band for about the last 10 years, actually. You've noticed this program down here has really turned the corner. And Wellston as well, they've been in the state competition for the last, I think, 15 years in a row. Abley at shotgun for the Oak Hill Oaks. I think it's Hall to his right. Takes a snap. He's going to – we have a flag or a penalty on the play. Again, going to be movement. I think the only thing that's stopping the Oaks tonight so far is themselves.
Yes, they certainly did that. That's probably number 5 or 6 penalty, I believe. A lot of false starts, holding, one clip. So yeah, it's been kind of sloppy on the Oak Hill side.
I think once they get things ironed out, they're going to be a pretty solid football team this year. They have some nice size up front. Again, Abley at shotgun with Clutters to his right. Abley throws to his left. Throws out to the corner. It's caught. Inside Rocket territory to about the 47-yard line. Pass complete to number 13, Andy Meldeck. Going to gain of about 7 on the play.
Completed at number 13.
The first quarter, Oak Hill Oaks on top of the Rockets by the score of 7-0.
Second down and 8, Oak Hill.
We're really excited about Andy Meldick there, and the guy who just caught the ball. He's only a sophomore and really exciting player.
Seems to be. Both teams have a lot of youth on both sides of the ball. With Abley at quarterback, Hall being a senior, but he's one of the big guys and go-to guys out there for the Oaks. Abley rolling to his right, looking downfield. It's complete to Hall once again. And again, Hall is like a train wreck trying to bring that cat down. He gains a first down for the Oak Hill Oaks. And it's the same play I believe he scored a touchdown on.
Yeah, he definitely gives the quarterback a big target. He's a big, strong kid, catches the ball well, runs pretty well. Nice play there by the Oaks.
Hey, while we're thinking of it real quick, my neighbor was inquiring and wanting to know if the Rockets were going to be on BMG Media tonight. So we're going to send a big shout out tonight to my neighbor that lives across the street, Mr. Phil Jenkins. If you're watching tonight, big shout out to you tonight, partner. Hope you're doing well. Oak Hill Oaks at shotgun. They're in a pistol formation. Abley, shotgun, takes a snap. Hands off to number 20 over the right side. Not a whole lot doing. Rockets snuffed that one out pretty good. Hand off to number 20, I believe, on that play for the Oaks. That went to Mason Saunders.
Ball carry for Oak Hill.
Rockets doing a nice job stopping that play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. We're going to pass the headset back over to Bill Norris, my brother. Curtis, you stick around. We're going to bring you back here in just a little bit as well. But at the end of one quarter, it's the Oak Hill Oaks 7 and the Golden Rockets 0. Again, we want to run a shout out to all of our sponsors real quick here this evening. People's Bank in Wellston, Charlie Hudson, Darrow Insurance, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Loaded, Adina, McWilliams Health, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce. Thank you all for your sponsorship. Again, if you did not sponsor, we could not bring you high school football via BMG Media. So terrific job. Again, we've got some drone video action coming your way over Davis Stadium here just shortly, and a great night for high school football right here from Davis Stadium in Oak Hill, Ohio. We are trying to figure out who number 10 is for the Rockets, not on our roster. So if somebody wants to text that to me, who number 10 is for Wellston, that would be great. Letting you listen to the bands here for just a moment. Ready to get action back underway. Abley hands the ball off to number 20 again. Another false start for the Oak Hill Oaks. The coach is, if he has any hair, he's going to pull the rest of it out after tonight.
Well, Bub, it looks like
procedure on Oak Hill.
Oak Hill is moving the ball, but it's kind of the 3 steps forward, 2 steps back.
Second down and 10 for the Oaks. Push the ball back to the 41-yard line. Again, number 20, Mason Saunders. He's another sophomore. Again, you look at this drone video over Davis Stadium tonight. What a shot of high school football. Abley at shotgun. Hall to his right. takes the handoff, going to roll to his left, actually. Looking downfield, he's under pressure, trying to get outside, trying to turn the corner. Not going to do it, but he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain 5 back on that play, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Oaks. Abley Bill done a nice job rolling to his left, keeping his shoulders square to the sideline, just no receivers over.
One of the things that the defense did here was string that play out as far as they could and gives the other defensive backs time to come up and make a play. We're seeing bits and pieces of plays that Wellston's putting together. At the end of the last quarter, they stopped a ball right up the middle.
3rd down and 10 for the Oaks. I thought it was 2nd down, but my apologies. It is 3rd down. Abley at shotgun. Oaks are going to go trips receivers to the right. Going to throw it out here and incomplete. And that ball was thrown forward, so it is an incomplete pass. Brings up 4th down. Not so sure that the Oak Hill Oaks may not go for it in this situation with the short field right here. Really couldn't hurt. Ball's on the 37-yard line.
Yes, we're here in the middle of the 2nd quarter, and yeah, why not?
I'm thinking the coach is going to go for it right here. Why not? Absolutely.
Wellston hasn't produced much so far, so why not take a chance?
11:47 to go here in the first half. Rockets trail by 7. Oak Hill Oaks on top 7-0 here from Davis Stadium in Oak Hill, Ohio. Oaks are going to go for it. 4th and 10. The twin receivers to the left, twin receivers to the right. Abley at shotgun. Puts Coulters in motion to the left. And we have another flag.
Illegal procedure on Oak Hill.
Going to be another 5-yard penalty. Now I'm not so sure that we don't punt it.
The 4th and 15.
We're pushed back.
I've lost track, but they have to be somewhere around 10 penalties possibly here in the first quarter, and that's got to drive the coach absolutely crazy. Now, being an official, I have to be very careful, a retired official at that. So I got to watch my. I got to be real careful. But this many penalties early in the season, I think I might be able to let a couple of those go.
And you're wondering what Wellston's coach is thinking. Why can't we capitalize on these?
Oaks are going for it still. Takes a snap. He's going to roll to his right. Sees Hall out in the middle. Abley's caught at the line of scrimmage. Breaks a couple tackles. Stays on his feet. Again, we're looking at a lot of young players, Bill, that has stepped up, playing by fire. Your next man up. And we saw it right here. Turnover on downs.
Well, the Oaks tried to get it downfield, and as a broken play, so the quarterback took off running up the middle and got yardage, just not enough for the first down.
Hey, we want to mention our sideline reporter as well down on the sideline, Chase Phillips. Thank you, partner. You're down there doing the job right on the line, so you're getting a bird's eye view. Saturday afternoon football action. What a great shot right there of both teams tonight. It doesn't get any better than this, folks. Great production by BMG Media. 11:20 to go here in the first half. Rockets trail 7-0 to the Oak Hill Oaks. First night of high school football action, and the coaching staff has got to be going crazy with the penalties that they have been dubbed with here so far. And we have another penalty flag. Maybe he broke the huddle with too many players. We're going to see. Well, we have a timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field.
Okay.
Timeout, Wellston.
Well, being that as it may, 11:20 to go here in the first half. Rockets are trailing Oak Hill Oaks by 0. So let's take a rundown of our sponsors real quick. People's Bank of Wellston, Charlie Hudson, the mayor of Wellston, Darrow Insurance in Wellston, Martin Force.
At the new Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute, we're combining a future-forward approach to orthopedic and spine treatment with a century-long commitment to patient-centered care. With concierge services and nurse navigators, top-notch patient education, and expert doctors trained in some of the best hospitals in the country, you'll get world-class care without leaving the region. When it comes to orthopedic and spine care, from head to toe, we're raising the bar, right where you are. Learn more at adina.org/AOSI.
Competition, I believe, 15 years in a row, 14 or 15 years in a row, under the direction of a new band director, and they're doing a fantastic job also.
But what do you think's going on in that huddle over at Wellston?
Well, Coach is really just trying to reel them in at this time and capitalize on some of the mistakes that Oak Hill's. 11:09 to go in the half.
Face mask on Oak Hill.
So here we see Oak Hill has one more penalty.
15-yard penalty.
I'm not sure if it's the aggression of the Oaks or the intensity of the Oaks.
Be second down, Wellston.
I wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall come halftime in the Oak Hill Oaks locker room. Another loss on the play by the Rockets with number 37 on the carry, and that is Cole Kemp, the younger brother of number 44, Bodie Kemp, both really good running backs for the Rockets. So these two guys, given the opportunity and some line blocking up front, those two guys are really good running backs for the Rockets.
That Oak Hill man, number 50, Evan Fisher, he was waiting on him in the backfield.
He's everywhere. He's like Santa Claus. So we've mentioned it. Now the Oaks are going with a four-man front, change their defense just a little bit. Scott under center, drops back to pass. He's under heavy pressure once again and absolutely nowhere to go and gets sacked for about a 7-yard loss.
Well, that's why they went to the four-man front.
The Rockets, Bill, what they're going to have to do to slow down this rush, they're going to have to do quick snap and get rid of it. Well, it's obvious so far the Rockets not able to slow down the rush of the Oaks, and it's going to have to be snap and get rid of the ball.
I'm not seeing from the Rockets an air of confidence. It's almost like they're not really sure what they're doing.
9:45 to go in the half. Rockets going in the wrong direction. Scott at shotgun. Brady Thompson in there at the hash. He moves him to tight end now. Takes a snap and probably going to be a delay of game. Yep, and it is. Going to be another penalty against the Rockets.
Delay a game on Wellston.
I noticed that there were some of the Wellston linemen,
Third down and 21.
when they came up to the line, were perhaps didn't know the snap, what the count was, or where the play was going, because we had some movement there.
9:24 to go in the half. 7-0 your score. The Oaks on top of the Rockets. Rockets are going in the wrong direction. 3rd and about 20. Brady Thompson breaking to the left. Scott at shotgun. Kemp at tailback. Takes a snap. Drops back about 3 steps. Steps up in the pocket. Rolls to his right. Throws it deep downfield. It's a Hail Mary. Almost caught. Brenton Breach was the intended receiver on that play. He needs to get his helmet back on before he gets a penalty.
Scott's pass intended for number 22.
Covered pretty tight back there, too.
Yeah, good coverage by the Oaks on the play.
And it looked like the quarterback from Wellston had a little extra time when he sidestepped and took a few steps to the right.
A.J. Harrison and
Some confusion, and Brenton Breach is on the field with no helmet on, and the official's going to tell him, hey, son, you need to get your helmet on. Breach back to punt for the Rockets, and we have another flag on the play. We have 12 guys on the field, the Rockets do.
There is a penalty on the play.
I was getting ready to suggest, and I started counting the guys on Wellston just about the time the ref flew through the flag.
I think the Rockets have more negative yards so far
4th down and 26.
than they do positive yards so far. And that's not a real good stat with 9:17 to go here yet in the first half. Breach back to punt for the Rockets. The snap is a good one. He's going to get it away. Nice punt. Going to be caught at about the 39-yard line. Trying to get around the right side, number 13. He does. He comes up the right sideline. Stays in bounds, gets knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Again, that ball carrier for the Oaks is number 13, Andy Meldak. Again, he's just a sophomore for the Oaks.
And he headed for that sideline like a gazelle. He took off. And it was just by the graces of some of the Wellston guys that finally caught up with him and pushed him out of bounds.
That's a first down, Oak Hill.
So the Oaks inside Rocket territory once again at about the 38-yard line with 9:03 to go here in the half. Beautiful aerial shot of Davis Stadium here this evening. Compliments of Encompassing Solutions. Evan Mercer, thank you. Football Friday night here from Davis Stadium in Oak Hill, Ohio. Abley at shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to number 20 over the left side. That is Mason Saunders. He picks up a couple for the Oaks over the left side. Good defensive stand that time by the Rockets. Number 78 over there on the stop. That's Gage Goheen. He's only a sophomore. So again, a lot of these kids out here tonight, Bill, we've called a lot of sophomores in this game so far, both sides of the ball tonight.
Yes, and we keep mentioning the phrase trial by fire, as if these boys are here first time, maybe first time even starting varsity, and they've got to crack heads, and they've got to get after it.
Abley at shotgun once again. Hall to his left. Saunders rolls to his left. Handoff Saunders over the left side. Breaks a couple tackles. He's off to the races. Is he going to get there? One man to beat. He's going to score. But we have a flag on the play. That one may be coming back.
I saw the man push him in the back. The Oak Hill man pushed one of the Wellston fellas in the back, and, well, that's right when the runner was passing by, so you couldn't help but see it.
Mason Saunders on the run for the Oaks for a touchdown, but it's coming back due to a push in the back on the block. And again, that's just a learning curve for the Oaks. The coaching staff will talk about that. When you have a man that's broken loose for the end zone, stay away from everybody. Don't touch anybody. Let him go. Unfortunately, he was blocked in the back.
He would have outrun that last man for Wellston. And, well, the Oaks thought he needed a little help, and he come up and pushed.
8:11 to go in the half. 7-0 your score. That touchdown called back. But it is going to be a first down for the Oaks at about the 22-yard line. Bill Norris and I'm Bub Norris bringing you your action tonight here from Davis Stadium for a county matchup between the Oak Hill Oaks and the Wellston Rockets. Oaks are going to go to a pistol formation. Shotgun. Abley's at shotgun. With Saunders going to hand it to him up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles. Stays on his feet and going to be stopped. Give him a gain maybe of a couple on the play.
Kudos to the Golden Rockets there. They jammed that hole. He could not go anywhere. Gain of 2.
Xavier Miller on the stop for the Rockets. Gain of 1 on the play.
It'll be second down and 8.
7:50 to go in the half.
So once again, we see the Rockets have these spurts of greatness, and then other times they're not quite sure, and maybe that's where the youth is coming into play.
Well, I can tell you there are a lot of sophomores out there for the Rockets this time, actually on both sides of the ball. Abley takes a snap, looks and throws to his right. Complete to number 4, makes a couple moves. We're going to be stopped. Not sure, number 58 on the stop, and that's Taborn. I believe Taborn gets away with one on that play. Could have been called for a horse collar on the play, but got away with that one. So the Rockets dodge a bullet there. Gain of maybe 2 on the play.
It's always kind of scary when the guy gets in the open field and you have to tackle him and they make a quick cut. Your natural instinct is to throw that arm out there, and you can horse collar a man pretty quick.
And Brennan Taborn did an excellent job standing his ground, Bill, breaking down and making a great defensive tackle on that play. He's playing that outside linebacker spot, and was on that play defensive end spot for the Rockets. We'll take a timeout on the field. We're going to do the same thing. Maybe we can get some aerial action going here. 6:40 remaining in the half. The Oak Hill Oaks on top of the Rockets by the score of 7-0, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Can I have your attention, please? Could our athletic director, Scott Lewis, please report to the press box? Scott Lewis, please report to the press box.
Check 1, 2, 3. We are back live once again. 6:30 to go here in the half. Saunders on the carry for the Oaks. Give him a gain of a couple. Obviously, build fourth down situation here. We're sure the Oaks are going to go for it. Now, in high school, we may have kicked it with you out there, but not tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a 4th down and 4 to go. I'm saying they're going up the middle. They haven't been there for a while because Wellston has stopped a few of those plays.
That or the jailbreak screen. Let's see what they call. 6 minutes to go here in the half. Abley at shotgun with, I believe, number 8 to his left, and that's Braylon Witt.
Oh, they're kicking.
Oh, they are. There we go. Hey, brings back memories.
Oh,
early
yeah.
1980s.
And just for you that don't know, Bub was the holder, and I was the kicker.
What a kick. What a play. Did good? Oh, he just missed it. Good opportunity for that young man.
McInnes's kick is wide right.
Yes, that's Garrett McInnes, and he's a junior.
Wellston
That was a pretty impressive looking kick, even though he missed it.
Yeah, he had some power behind it. He just needs to line up just a little bit different.
Rockets are going to take over 1st and 10, but hey, why not? You have a kicker like that. I'm kicking him as well.
Absolutely.
Bill, I'll never forget one play we had. It's a crazy play. We're kicking a field goal, I believe it was. Snap was way over my head. I was the extra point holder. I jumped up, and I even surprised you. Got the ball back down, and you kicked it. It was good. I don't know if you remember that play or not, but anyway.
I do. I only had to, I think it was an extra point.
You had one step.
I had one step. I didn't even get my 2 steps in, and it went through.
1st and 10 for the Rockets. Scott up under center. Power eye situation. Going to hand off to Kemp over the right side. Give him maybe a small gain, maybe a half a yard on the play. Again, so far this first half, Bill, the Rockets have gone backward more than what they have forward. They have to get this figured out second
What
half.
this line needs there has got to be a surge forward of at least 3 yards to 4 yards before they can start driving that ball, and they're not getting it tonight.
And largely in part by the 3 guys that the Oak Hill Oaks have up front, with Fisher playing that right down tackle spot. Just a beast of a guy.
They've got some horses up there, that's for sure.
And then you have Hall over on the left side, and those guys are going all league players. And these young linemen for the Rockets, again, we've said it all night long, learning by trial and error and fire as we go. Rockets going back to shotgun with Thompson coming to the left slot. Trouble again for Johnny Scott. He's going to have a long season, folks, if we don't get this thing figured out. And he is hurt on that play.
Number 1, Johnny
They look
Scott.
like Evan Fisher again with that sack.
Number 7,
We lost a lot of yardage there, almost 10 yards.
Evan Fisher.
4:29 to go in the
12
half.
yards, brings up
Folks,
3rd
this is a
down
Friday night
for
football. The sun's going down. Adrenaline is in the air,
And the Rockets are going backwards.
sadly enough.
4:13. We've got to get it figured out and get it figured out quick. Curtis Strickland putting the headset back on again to give us a little more of an Oak Hill Oak perspective. 3:59 here to go, Curtis. I'll tell you what, the 3 guys up front for the Oak Hill Oaks defensively looking pretty good.
Yeah, they've really been the difference tonight, I believe, the Oaks defensive line so far. There's a good play by the Rockets.
Kemp getting over around the right side from that power eye spot. Still going to be short for
Boston
first
ball
down,
carrier, number 44,
but at
Bodie
least
Kemp.
gives them a decent punting area to be able to punt from.
Brought down by
Yeah,
number
that's the
9,
Rockets'
Garrett
biggest play all
McInnes.
night by far. Nice
It was a
run.
gain of 18 yards.
Again, we can't say enough about the Oak Hill Oak guys up front with Fisher there and number 55 for them in the center, and that would be J.J. Brunton, and then Hall over on the left side, Aiden Hall. Those guys, I don't care who you are, I don't care if you're Wheelersburg or who you are, have to take note of where those guys are at on the field.
Yep, it's definitely one of the strengths of the Oaks team is the defensive line.
Breach punts it off the side of his foot, goes out of bounds for the Rockets. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, 47-yard line in Oaks territory with 3:41 to go here remaining in the first half. I don't know, Curtis, if I've seen a high school football game dubbed with so many penalties the first half in a high school football, even the first game of the year.
Yeah, it's definitely been riddled with penalties the entire first half. Most of them on Oak Hill side, but Wellston's had quite a few themselves. It's been sloppy.
Again, I would hate to be a fly on the wall in either one of these locker rooms come first half.
Going to be some unhappy coaches for sure.
Okay. Abley at shotgun. Long count. Sets his troops, takes a snap. Looks downfield, throws it out into the flats. It's complete and going to be brought down immediately. Gain of about 1 on the play. And a catch on the play by number, hard to see from here, maybe number 13 on the play. I think it is. Yep.
A.J. Meldick again.
Andy Meldick on the reception. Again, another great sophomore for the Oaks.
Second down and 9, Oak Hill.
So the Oaks have a sophomore receiver, sophomore quarterback, and a lot to build on. Oaks are going to go to the pistol formation. Saunders at tailback. Abley takes a snap. Going to run to his right. Looks out into the flat. Under heavy pressure. Going to throw it away. Almost picked off by the Rockets. Rockets were able to Bill and Curtis able to get some good pressure on that play.
Yep. Put some pressure in the quarterback's face that time. He had a couple receivers open deep there, but with the pressure up the middle, he just couldn't get the ball to him.
2:59 to go here in the half. Curtis Strickland joining me here for the remainder of the half. I'm Bub Norris, and we're bringing you Oak Hill Oak football here from Davis Stadium. Oak Hill Oaks. Yes.
I bet the Rocket fans are glad to have the sun off of them now. Finally in the shade here at Davis Stadium.
No doubt. Abley at shotgun with Saunders to his right. Takes the snap. Rolls to his right. Looking downfield. Downfield. Under pressure once again. Turns a quarter. He's going to keep it. Oh. And there was an actual time we probably should have had a flag and didn't have one on that play.
Pretty obvious.
Their arm got tired. Yeah. I'm sure that's what it was. They got tired of throwing the flag.
Pretty obvious hold there, right in front of the referee. But
pickup of 16 yards. That's a first down, Oak Hill.
2:50 to go here in the half. Oak Hill Oaks on top of the Rockets by the score of 7-0.
This is really a big series for the Rockets. If they can get a stop here and go into half, only down 7-0.
With the way this half has been played so far, yes. And again, the Oaks have a lot to build on. They've done a lot of positive things. Really, the biggest thing that they've not done right the first half has been penalties. They've been a penalty-plagued half for the Oak Hill Oaks. You just wonder what they could have done had they not had all the penalties. So the Oaks trying to get their guys all spread around. Oaks are going to take a timeout here with 2:48 to go in the half. We want to take a look real quick at our sponsors once again for this evening. People's Bank, Charlie Hudson, Darrow Insurance, Martin Floor Store, Ruloff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and the Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, folks, again for your sponsorship. And what a great crowd here this evening at Davis Stadium. What a beautiful facility as the sun sets down on Oak Hill High School and Davis Stadium. Just it was a great night for high school football.
And here comes the Rockets band. Boy, there's a lot of band members there. That's a big band.
Well, that's one of the biggest attributes that Wellston has had for many years. We're going to go back 40, 50 years. They have always had an outstanding band, and this year we don't think is going to be an exception. They're going to try to make it 15 years in a row, I believe, to making it to the OMEA band competition. And they have a tremendous new band director at Wellston, picked up right where the previous band director had left off. And it's going to be a good show here with both bands tonight. So interesting. Stick around. We're going to let you see all those at halftime. Abley at shotgun. A little bit of confusion. Moves Hall to his right. Saunders at tailback. Takes a snap. Going to hand off to Saunders over the right side. Puts his head down. Gains about 4 or 5 on the play. And the Oaks are content on just running some clock here with 2:35 to go in the half. They're going to try to, no doubt, keep the ball in their possession so the Rockets have no opportunity before halftime, which appears what they're going to do is possibly just keep it on the ground.
This is a big series for both teams, really. If the Oaks could punch it in and go up 2 touchdowns, but if the Rockets can stop them and go into halftime only down 1 score, it'd be really huge for the Rockets.
Abley at shotgun once again, takes the snap. Going to hand off to Saunders over the left side, tries to get outside. Thompson's going to make the tackle, make the stop, gain of about 3 on the play, just short of the first down.
Mason Saunders, the ball carrier, gain of 4 yards.
We did find out who number 10 for the Rockets is. It is Hunter Brown for the Rockets, number 10. Nice size young man in there for the Rockets. Hunter Brown, number 10 for the Golden Rockets.
Big play right here, 3rd and 2 for the Oaks.
Let's see if the Rockets burn a timeout right here, and they do.
Timeout on the field.
The Oaks do have a kicker who's got quite a leg. He missed the last field goal, but I think he can make one from pretty far out. So that's a pretty important thing to have.
Very impressed with his first kick, and Bill and I were speaking of that earlier. Although he missed it, there was a very impressive, powerful kick by McInnes, but he missed it. So the score is still 7-0 here. Rockets take a timeout with 1:33 to go here in the half. You're listening to Oak Hill Oak football right here on BMG Media. Curtis Strickland joining Bub Norris right now. And the Oak Hill Oak, you'll be doing the rest of the announcing, the rest of the home games here for the Oak Hill Oaks live BMG Media.
Yep. We look forward to that. Home games here, BMG Media at Davis Stadium here in Oak Hill. The Oaks don't have any timeouts left, so be interesting what they do here with the ball on the 15, 3rd and 2.
Well, obviously, you want to try to get the ball in your playmakers' hands, but first thing you got to do is pick up this first down with 1:33 to go. Pick the first down up, and you're in 4-down territory either way you go, I would believe, and just continue to run the clock down. Abley at shotgun with Saunders at the tailback. Hall to his left. Takes a snap. Saunders breaks it back across the middle. He has the first down, but hit at the 11-yard line. Going to be good enough for Oak Hill Oak first down with 1:28 to go in the half.
20, Mason Saunders, the ball carrier for Oak Hill. Gain of 6 yards. Brought down by number 8, Seth Lambert.
Clock will stop there on the first down.
The Oaks are not as bad as what some people have led us on to believe. Oak Hill Oaks are going to spread it out. Puts Saunders in motion. Going to hand it to him around the right side. Tries to get outside. He has the corner. He's going to dance into the end zone. Touchdown, Oaks.
The Rockets had an opportunity there to make the tackle at about the 5, but he just slipped right through.
Oaks coaching staff executed that exactly the way they wanted to right before the half, keeping the ball in their possession, keeping it away from Wellston, and able to go in and score with a minute left in the half. Oaks go on top now by the score of 13-0 over Wellston.
That's a really big score for the Oaks, just knowing how Wellston really haven't been able to move the ball much tonight. They're going to go into halftime and try to figure things out.
Oaks going to go for 2 here. Yep, appears to be so. Number 10 in the game for the Oaks right now, that's A.J. Harrison. He's a senior. Not sure what the delay is. The officials keep looking at the clock.
Appears as though they haven't put the 6 points up, and then, the clock should have been running there. Running some time off the clock.
really a really nice crowd here for both teams here this evening. But the Oak Hill's entire bleacher section is full.
Yeah,
so great support.
That drone shot earlier of the both crowds in the parking lot and of the school was really awesome. Showed you how many people come out tonight to watch Oak Hill versus Wellston.
We're ready to get action back underway. They put 1 minute exactly back on the clock. Oak Hill's going to go for 2 here. Ably at shotgun, takes a snap, hands straight up the middle to Saunders. And he's going to punch it in for the 2-point conversion. 57 seconds remaining.
Big series there for the Oaks.
Folks, I apologize. I thought they already scored. Did they not score the touchdown? My apologies. I thought the now we're going to kick the extra point. There we go. What a kicker by the Oaks. Oaks could be the sleeper in the SOC this year. 57 seconds remaining, and I apologize. We got a little confused there. We thought that they'd scored, but the officials called it back and placed it just short of the goal line. So make it 14-0. Oak Hill Oaks on top of the Rockets. 57 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Crowd starting to come alive some here on the Oak Hill side.
.57 seconds remaining. Let's see if the Rockets can get something going here with 57 seconds to go. Again, we wanted to encourage you to stick around here at halftime to watch both bands for the halftime show. Both bands are really good. Even this early in the season, we listened to the Oaks a little bit before the game started tonight. They sounded really, really well. And then, of course, the Wellston Marching Rockets also do a fantastic job.
.57 seconds left. Rockets will probably try to see if they can get a decent run back and see what happens after that.
McInnes on to kick for the Oak Hill Oaks. Kicks it back deep. Breach with the catch at about the 7. He's trying to pick away, trying to get around to the outside, turns back around. He needs to go north and south. He stays on his feet at the 20, tries to get outside to the 25 and brought down at about the 26-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rockets with 46 seconds left to go.
Kickoff return by number 22.
That Oaks kicker really does have a nice leg.
He does a nice job. That was a great kick down inside the 10 in a high school football game.
Ball will be spotted on the Wellston 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
We're trying to get you some other high school sports in the area. As of the first quarter, it was Ironton 0 and Wheelersburg 0. First quarter action, Vinton County 0, Union Oda 0. Correction, Union Oda 14, Vinton County 0. That's a big score. Philo 27, Athens 6. Northwest 27, Southeastern 0. Portsmouth West 7, Fairland 7. That's a big score. 1st and 10 for the Rockets, 46 seconds remaining. Bodie Kemp to the right, hands off. Number 44 over the right side, tackled by Hall. Going to give him a gain of a couple in the play. Gallia Academy 24, Meg 0.
Brought down by number 7.
And Nelsonville 7, and Trimble 0. So Jackson 21, Logan 0. These are all first quarter scores here this evening. Correction, Nelsonville 7 at half. Nelsonville 7, Trimble 0 at half. So Eastern Beaver 7, Alexander 0. So Rockets trying to get something going here with 15 seconds. I'm not sure they're going to get a play off here at the second. In the last play of the half, I don't think they're going to get it off. They're going to let it run out.
Another interesting score there. Memphis 13, Rock Hill 0. Those are both opponents of the Oaks.
That's the end of the half, and the officials hadn't caught it. There they caught They caught it there. So at the 14-0 is your score. The Oak Hill Oaks over the Wellston Golden Rockets. We encourage you to stick around for both of these bands for the halftime shows. Again, it's the Oak Hill Oaks 14, Wellston Golden Rockets 0. We are at halftime here at Davis Stadium. And again, we want to encourage you to stick around and watch both bands here. We'll be back after the halftime show.
At this time, the Oak Hill cheerleaders will be doing a halftime dance.
At the new Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute, we're combining a future-forward approach to orthopedic and spine treatment with a century-long commitment to patient-centered care. With concierge services and nurse navigators, top-notch patient education, and expert doctors trained at some of the best hospitals in the country, you'll get world-class care without leaving the region. When it comes to orthopedic and spine care, from head to toe, we're raising the bar, right where you are. Learn more at adina.org/AOSI.
Gentlemen, now entering the field is the 93rd edition of the Oak Hill High School Marching Oaks. The band is under the direction of Bryce Wirtz, assisted by Brittany Ruth, Kim Spawn, and Rick Knoll. The Marching Oaks present the Beatles. This coming year marks the 60th anniversary of the Beatles. We open up with a powerful Magical Mystery Tour and A Hard Day's Night. Next up, we feature the Mighty Oaks drumline to this Beatles classic that will be sure to get you up on your feet, twisting and shouting. Watch as the mob presents their version of Twist and Shout. The Beatles have become a part of the American music scene and their music remains popular today. The Marching Oaks would like to pay tribute to their contribution to American rock and roll music by playing one of the 5 Beatles songs that held the top 5 positions in the American charts simultaneously in April 1964. It was their best-selling single in the United Kingdom. Here is She Loves You.
Check 1, 2, 3, check.
Check 1, 2.
Welcome back, football fans, to Davis Stadium in Oak Hill, Ohio. Bill Norris on Bub Norris bringing you your action tonight here on the first Friday night football game of the year. Bill, it was pretty much all the Oaks the first half. 14-0 your score here at halftime. And the had not been for all the penalties the Oaks had the first half, this game the score could be different even than what it is now.
Well, I mentioned at halftime, right at the end of halftime, that Wellston should be pretty grateful for that score they've got up there on the board and that it's not greater than what it is.
Yes.
I would like to, if we could ask the coach, what are we going to do different the second half? And I'd like to get a response and see what that would be.
The Rockets are going to take the opening kickoff for the second half. Back deep for the Rockets is going to be Brenton Breach, on up the way, number 10, Brown, I believe. And then to the left is going to be number 37, Cole Kemp. And we're ready to get action underway. Oak Hill has a really good kicker, Bill. Number 9 with McInnes out there. Garrett McInnes, he's a junior, 6 foot, 155 pounds, and just has an amazing leg. So they might be in some games this year just because of that, just like the Cincinnati Bengals were last year. Their kicker kept them in the game quite often. Oaks could have the very same thing here with number 9 McInnes.
It's great to have a tool like that in your tool chest to be able to pull out and
here in just a little bit. Some scores of interest. Menford 16, Rock Hill 0. Ironton 6, Wittersburg 3 in the third quarter. And here's an interesting score. Union Oda 14, Vinton County 0 in the third quarter. Scott takes a snap, rolls for his left, throws it out into the flats. Had a man wide open, just didn't put enough muster behind that one to complete it. That was incomplete to number 7, and that goes Evan Cantor. He's a junior for the Rockets.
That was a good play. It was good blocking. Everything was good except we didn't get any yards.
You know, everybody's been talking about Evan Fisher for the Oaks here in the press box the second half. We understand that young man, number 50 for the Oak Hill Oaks, was the player of the year last year in the SOC for the Oak Hill Oaks on the last place team. So that tells you what the Rockets are facing. I said that to say this. That tells you what the Rockets are facing up front, offensive line-wise, when number 50 is lined up across from you and the defensive player of the year last year as a junior. You have your work cut out for you. And, of course, he's a senior, 6'2", 270 pounds coming at you.
And he's got 2 big horses right there beside him, too.
Beside him. Kemp with the ball over the right side. Going to gain some positive yardage, but we have a flag on the play. It's going to be a legal shift against the Rockets with 11:39 to go here in the third quarter, just getting second half action underway. You are listening to Oak Hill Oak football right here on BMG Media. Bub Norris and Bill Norris joining me here this evening. Curtis Strickland will be joining us again here in the third and fourth quarter. He will be your player call guy for the remainder of the season for the rest of the Oak Hill Oak football games.
Looks like the Rockets are taking a hit on the yardage here.
Going to be an illegal shift for the Rockets. Going to be a 5-yard penalty, going to push him back. Going to be third and 15 again. Again, Bill, the Rockets have got to be able to work out these bugs or they're going to have a long season. They have more negative yardage tonight, we understand, than what they do positive yardage so far.
That's not a good thing. Just looks like they're not hitting on all 8 cylinders. Just not quite right.
Not there just yet. Scott, under center for the Rockets, going to go for the power I formation. Takes a snap, hands off to Kemp, and once again, who's making the tackle in the backfield is Fisher for the Oaks. And he tackles him for another 5-yard loss. Again, Fisher is just one tough dude to try to block. Brings up third down for the Rockets, another loss of 5 on the play.
You know something's happening when the man gets hit in the backfield as soon as he gets the ball.
Yes, and you really can't blame the back. He just has nowhere to go with it, and Fisher right in his face. 10:40 to go in the third. 14-0 your score. Rockets trail. Going to bring Michael Weber wide left. Looks like Thompson possibly wide left. Scott, shotgun, takes a snap. Again, Fisher's just blowing through his guy up front. Scott making some great moves at the line of scrimmage, makes some positive yardage back. But again, with Fisher is just absolutely dominating the line of scrimmage on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, Wellston made some lemonade there with a lemon because that was a broken play, and the quarterback shifted, juked a few times, and made a fairly good yardage on there.
Oak Hill Oaks have something very special on that defensive line up front with those three guys up there. Reach back to punt for the Rockets. Snap is a good one. The punt gets it away, and it's a good one. Going to be caught at about the 41. Going to be hit and tackled and dropped at about the 41-yard line with 9:36 to go here in the third quarter. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for their sponsorship, for making Oak Hill Oak football possible. People's Bank, Charlie Hudson, Darrow Insurance, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, folks, for allowing BMG Media to be able to live stream and bring this service to your community. Curtis Strickland will be your call guy for the remainder of your home games for the remainder of the season. My brother Bill Norris and I will be calling the Golden Rockets the rest of the home games at C.H. Jones Field the rest of the season.
Well, Bub, Wellston got down there on that punt and stopped it as soon as the man caught the ball. Those are the kind of things we need to put a string of those together.
Abley takes the snap, hands off to number 4 around the left side. Again, my goodness, I can't. Number 4 on the carry for the Oaks, Nate Clutters. Good enough for an Oak Hill Oak first down.
Well, I always did like making the cuts, but I think he cut the wrong way. If he would have stayed to the outside, I think he would have picked up about another 10 yards.
First and 10 for the Oaks. Ball inside Rocket territory now at the 46-yard line. I wonder if the girl down front in the bleachers would allow me to use that bullhorn for just a moment. Abley at shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks, throws out into the left flat. It's caught by number 13. And that is Andy Meldick. Meldick on the catch for the Oak Hill Oaks.
Good play there by Oak Hill.
Yep, Abley putting some zip behind that ball, getting it out to his receiver, Meldick.
Executed well.
Gain of about 7 on the play. Second down and 3 for the Oaks. Ball inside the Rocket territory at the 40.
Now, the Rocket man was waiting there on him as soon as he caught it, but well-executed play.
8:30 to go here in the third quarter. 14-0 your score. Oaks on top of the Rockets. Abley at shotgun once again, takes a snap, looks to his left. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left. Under heavy pressure by Taborn. He tries to get outside and does. Going to be close to a Oak Hill Oak first down. We'll see where the official marks the spot. Rushed out of bounds on the far side of the field by number 58 for the Rockets, and that's Brandon Taborn for the Rockets.
Didn't look like he had someone to throw to there.
Again, good secondary coverage for the Rockets. But that is going to be good enough for a first down for the Oak Hill Oaks. Oak Hill is content in just running the clock, as would I, with a comfortable lead, 14-0 your score.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything special.
So they go with a pistol formation. Abley takes a snap, rolls to his right, under pressure. Batted down at the line of scrimmage again by number 58. Brendan Taborn again. That young man has really played his heart out tonight, Bill. I've watched him. He's all over the field for the Rockets tonight. Defensive side of the ball, just doing a nice job.
Like I said earlier, Wellston Rockets are putting plays together occasionally. But we said earlier also that this is a trial by fire, and when it's hot, you got to be hot.
As they used to say, when the iron's hot, you got to strike the iron.
Strike
when
it.
it's hot.
That is right. So we have to put a string of those good plays together, not one every now and then.
7:59 to go in the third. 2nd and 10 for the Oaks. Cutler's at tailback for the Oaks. Abley takes a snap, throws out to his left. It's caught on the far side of the field and tackled on the far side of the field. Brought down pretty quick by Brendan Breach. Give him a gain of about 4 on the play.
I believe that was meant to be a quick hitter.
Yes, and Wellston really needs to do the same thing to keep Fisher out of the backfield and slow him down just a little bit. Because any time that he has too much time in the backfield to try to set up, Fisher's in his face and not a whole lot.
And bad things happen.
Exactly.
It almost looks like Oak Hill's quarterback is almost sidearm when he's throwing.
Yeah,
Did you notice that?
Who done that? Who throws at sidearm for the Kansas City Chiefs? Mahone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little sidearm slinger.
Gunslinger.
Abley at shotgun once again, takes a snap, looks to the left side, throws it across the middle. It's caught.
Another quick hitter.
And another quick hitter, and Hall on the reception for the Oak Hill Oaks. Going to be close to an Oak first down, and it is an Oaks first down.
Now, what we're talking about a quick hitter, we're talking about a play that develops so quick that the defense cannot react to it.
6:55 to go in the third. 14-0 your score. Oaks on top of the Rockets. Oaks break the huddle. Again, Saunders in there at tailback. They stay in the pistol. Abley takes a snap, hands off to Saunders up the middle, breaks a couple tackles. He gets to the left side, give him a gain of about 8 on maybe 9 on the play.
Oak Hill lined up, put them all up front. Everybody was up front. So we knew that was going to go right up the middle, and it did for a big gain.
And they just try to force the Rockets to stop it. And the Rockets so far haven't been able to do that. 2nd down for the Oaks. Call it a 2nd down and 3. Ball at the 18-yard line inside Rocket territory.
We had a coach one time. He would run the same play, play next time, the next time.
Yep.
And he would run that until they stopped it.
32 trap, remembered all the time.
And if they stopped it, then we'd fake off of it.
Fake off that or go to the other side. Here we go again. Hall wide right for the Oaks. Takes a snap. Number 20 has the carry, going to pick up an Oaks first down. And again, that is Saunders on the carry for the Oaks, picking up the Oak Hill Oak first down. 1st and 10 for the Oaks at the 14-yard line. They're knocking on the door once again.
Bodie Kemp on the tackle.
Again, the Oaks just content on running the clock, keeping the clock going. 14-0 lead. Why not? They're going for the first win of the year. As I understand, the remaining part of their schedule is going to be very tough, as well as the Rockets. As the Rockets' next game will be against Fairland. And the last score update we had, it was Fairland 7 and Portsmouth West 7. Both of those teams on the Rockets' schedule. Abley takes a snap, hands off to Saunders up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage. And give him a gain of a couple, but a great defensive play that time for the Rockets up front, getting up off the bottom of the pile. Again, number 59 for the Rockets, and that is Michael Richardson. He's a veteran player for the Rockets. A lot of experience he has on both sides of the ball, really, for Wellston. So those boys that you have out there now, as well as Oak Hill players, a lot of those kids are playing both ways tonight, Bill.
That's right. And like I said, there's another good play by the Wellston Rockets. Let's get more of those together, and we'll get us good things will happen.
4:13 to go here in the third. After this play, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Curtis Strickland and let him be your call guy. We're going to let him get some OJT while we're at it here this evening. Saunders outside, touchdown, Oaks. 3:58 to go in the third. Oak Hill Oaks strike pay dirt once again. I'm going to turn my mic set over to Mr. Strickland. He will be your call guy for the remainder of the Oak Hill Oaks football games here for the rest of the season. We're going to let him finish out the third quarter here for us.
All right. Curtis Strickland here.
Here we got this kicker back up now.
He does have a nice leg on him. Kicks up and good. The Oaks have been successful on all of their extra points tonight. The kicker missed one field goal earlier, was wide right.
Like I was telling Bub earlier, that's a good tool to have in your toolbox.
Yes. Yeah, always important to have a decent kicker for a high school team.
I think a lot of times we don't take advantage or think of specialty teams as a part of the game that we just kind of look at as, well, if they're not that good, that's okay. However, if you don't have a good specialty team, then you have folks running field goal or punts back and not being able to manage the football.
Absolutely. Special teams, such an important part of the football game. Oaks running out for the kickoff.
Oaks looking a little bit energetic now.
Score 21-0. Oaks over Wellston here at Davis Stadium tonight. 3 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Once again, while we're getting ready for the kickoff, we'd like to thank our sponsors, People's Bank, Charlie Hudson, Darrow Insurance, Martin Floor Store, Ralph Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happening Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for your support. We could not bring BMG Media and put these games on without your help.
Garrett McGinnis back for the kick. Good kick. Fielded about the 4-yard line. Number 22 from Wellston. Breaks out wide. Nice run back out to about the 32, 33-yard line.
I noticed that before he took off, he was just kind of perusing a little bit before he took off running. And I was thinking that maybe if he should have took off running and did his looking downfield a little earlier.
He was definitely searching for a hole.
He was.
In that Oaks kickoff coverage, but good run back out to about the 33.
You can't complain about that run,
No.
can you?
1st and 10 for the Rockets. 33-yard line. 3:46 left in the third quarter. Rockets really need to get something going here on offense.
It needs to happen now, doesn't it?
To get back in this game. Oaks kind of ground and pound them last time on offense.
Well, they've had it the whole third quarter, and there's only 3:46 left in the third quarter.
Back in the Rockets up here, penalty on the kickoff. Backs them up to about the 23-yard line. I think it was a hold on the Rockets. So the Rockets here on offense. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Quarterback in the shotgun. 5 wide. Pass out to the right. Number 22 stopped immediately by number 8, Braylon Witt from Oak Hill.
Looked like he was waiting on him to catch the ball and got him in the backfield.
Stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. Or now they're moving it back now. About a 4-yard loss, actually. Waiting on the flagman on the other side of the field there to set the line of scrimmage. So the ball will be spotted about the 15-yard line. Second and about 13. Rockets under center. 2 running backs, 2 wide. Hand off to the left. Stuffed in there by Oak Hill. Again, number 50, Evan Fisher. Number 55 from the Oaks as well.
Rockets just look depressed right now. out on the field, they look like they're depressed. They're not lively. They're not moving. They're not. They're just in a state of depression here.
Loss on the play of 3 or 4 yards brings up 3rd down. And we'll see where they set the flags there.
Doesn't seem like there's a sense of urgency to let's get something going here.
And no idea right now where the flags are. There we go. 3rd and maybe 18, 21, it looks like. Timeout. Wellston Golden Rockets.
Like my coach used to say, someone needs to light a fire under them.
Definitely seemed like there was some confusion out there on offense about what they wanted to do here on this long 3rd down deep in their own territory at the 10-yard line. This is really a big series for the Rockets to try to get back in this game. Mention our sponsors again tonight. People's Bank, Charlie Hudson, Darrow Insurance, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and the Oak Hill Area Chamber of Commerce. Thanks again to our sponsors bringing us this live stream tonight. For all of you out there on your phones, iPads, computers who couldn't make it tonight.
I remember last year when I was living up in Columbus, it was a big deal for me to be able to get on Facebook and watch BMG Media and watch the good old Wellston Rockets perform and go out there and crack a few heads.
I know we heard from Scott Lewis, athletic director, that his wife is home tonight and she's watching the stream and really enjoying it. And I know my wife's home tonight watching the stream, so a lot of people enjoying it. 3rd and 18.
Folks, we're under the lights tonight. This is the first game. The weather's starting to cool down just a little bit at night right now.
It is certainly a beautiful night here at Davis Stadium. Fall is in the air. Probably low 70s probably now.
Now, of course, next day or two it'll hit 90s, I'm sure.
There's a emergency situation here at Oak Hill. Nothing to do with the football game, but they have a live fight helicopter landing here actually up on the softball baseball field. So the game's been delayed just a few minutes while they take care of that emergency situation, whatever's going on there. So back with the action here shortly.
Folks, I can recall years and years ago talking to the town people up in MacArthur when we lived up there for a while, and the only thing that you had, if you didn't go to the game, all you had was a radio, and heard reports about the old guys at the marathon station listening to the game on Friday nights. And they would listen in, and of course my older brother was quarterback, and Bub wasn't quite in high school yet, and people talked about a lot of folks would gather there at the marathon to listen to that game. It was a big deal. Well, BMG is a big deal, and we appreciate BMG broadcasting these games and moving forward in technology to bring them to the folks at home who can't make it out.
Absolutely. The setup here tonight, very impressive. Multiple camera angles, a drone flying in the air, which I'm sure the audiences saw the awesome drone footage, which shows both crowds, the field, and the entire high school, middle school complex here at Oak Hill. And just all the different angles and footage tonight really been exceptional. We see what the Wellston Golden Rocket fans get to see at all their home games.
Folks, they're broadcasting BMG on Facebook, streaming on Facebook. I would tune in, and even on the side, you can see folks commenting on the game. So feel free to make a comment. Feel free to get a hold of BMG Media if you'd like to support the broadcast, if you would like to become a sponsor, you can get a hold of BMG Media, and they can take care of that for you.
Still a stoppage in play here. I'll read you some local scores going on tonight here in high school football. Alexander 13, Eastern 7, Chesapeake 6, Southern 6, Chillicothe over Taze Valley 21-7, Cold Grove over Byrne Union 35-0. I know that was, I believe, Wellston's opponent. Eastern Megs over River Valley 14-0. Fairlands tied with Portsmouth West 7-7. Gaia Academy 30, Megs 0. The big game tonight in Southern High, which it always is, the Ironton Tigers 6, Willersburg Pirates 3. Wow, what a defensive struggle there. Jackson's up on Logan 28-0. Memphis 16, Rock Hill 0. Northwest 27, Southeastern 0. Nelsonville York 7, Trimble 0. That's one of the Oak Hill opponents later in the season.
That's the must be Battle of the Ridge.
Battle of the Ridge.
Nelsonville's on one side of the ridge and Trimble's on the other.
Piketon over Goshen 6-0. Sideville East 30, Rosecrans 14. South Gallia 20, Sims Valley 14. South Point 22, Boyd County 14. Unionota 14, Vinton County 0.
Yeah, that's a big question mark there, huh?
Vinton County high expectations this year. And Zane Trace 13, Logan Elm 6. So those are all the local scores tonight. We're back ready to play football now. Again, Wellston's got the ball 3rd and 18 on their own 10-yard line. Quarterback under center. Hands off on a draw. Up the middle, Rockets.
Good play by the Rockets there.
Gain of about 5 out to about the 15-yard line. Rockets players slow to get up.
It looks like Oak Hill has put in a new crew on defense. We'll see how long that lasts. Because if I was Oak Hill, I'd think I'd want to see a 0 over there for Wellston.
Again, I believe it's the runner for the Wellston Golden Rockets who's still down. Don't have a number there. Both teams on their knees. As we stop play here. 21-0 Oak Hill. Been an exciting night of football. A lot of penalties, which you would expect for your first game of the season. Both teams have had quite a few penalties.
But I wasn't expecting as many.
No. You expect some penalties.
You expect some offsides. And of course, we've seen much of that.
A lot of illegal procedures and false starts tonight.
But not too many personal fouls. Maybe one face mask and one block in the back or something like that. So those haven't been several of those, but
yeah, definitely been a clean game. Been good
that's the mental penalties that we're getting.
Good sportsmanship by both sides tonight. As you said, no personal fouls really to talk about. Still looking at the Wellston runner who's down on the field. Talk about our sponsors again tonight. People's Bank, Mayor Charlie Hudson up in Wellston, Darrow Insurance, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and the Oak Hill Area Chamber of Commerce.
And folks, if you look up in the right upper corner of your screen, you'll see these advertisements also up in there. If you'd like to get an advertisement, contact BMG because it takes money and a lot of time to put a broadcast like this together. And that equipment that we're using, those things, that's a lot of money. Very good, very high quality. You've seen the shots from the air. Makes you feel like the Goodyear blimp, like you're looking down at a high state. But yeah, if you would like to be a sponsor, contact BMG.
The Wellston Rockets players still down the field.
We're not sure who that is, though, do we?
We do not. No, we couldn't see his number.
It's usually about this time of the game, in the first game, where guys start getting the cramps in the legs because it's so hot out, but it's not terribly hot out tonight.
I guess that we can take this opportunity to look at the Oaks upcoming schedule. So tonight, obviously against Wellston. Next week, it's home against Piketon, and we'll be here. BMG Media will be streaming that game live next Friday, 7 p.m. Oak Hill, Piketon, and then the Oaks will travel to Rock Hill at Northwest, and then we'll be back BMG Media for the next home game against Nelsonville York on September the 16th. Then a big rivalry game against Lucasville Valley on September the 23rd. September 30th at Wheelersburg. Back home for two more games, October the 7th against Minford and October the 14th against Portsmouth West. And then we'll end the game away against Waverly. So that's the Oaks schedule for the remainder of the season.
Still waiting to see who or what player from Wellston is down. He's been down for a few minutes now.
Wellston upcoming schedule. Next Friday, they'll be at home against Fairland. So you guys will have that on BMG Media.
Yeah, we'll have it. Got it covered, yes.
Against Fairland at home. September the 2nd, home against Minford, a common opponent with Oak Hill. Wellston and Minford. Minford's always got a good ball team, it seems like. September the 9th, away against Portsmouth West. September the 16th against Alexander at home. BMG Media will be covering that one. September the 23rd, at River Valley down in Bidwell. The Oaks actually scrimmaged them last week, and it was a really good game. River Valley, I think, ended up being ahead at the end of the scrimmage, but it was a well played game. September the 30th, I know a big rivalry game for Wellston against Nelsonville York.
Right.
That'll be a home game. BMG Media will be streaming that live. October the 7th at Athens. Who we heard, I believe Athens is losing tonight. And then away against Meggs on October the 14th. And then the big game to finish out the season for the Wellston Rockets, October the 21st, home against Vinton County. And always an exciting game for the Rockets when they play the very nearby Vinton County Vikings from MacArthur.
You know, back in the day, it was always Wellston against Jackson. That was the big rivalry. Jackson became so much bigger and had so many more boys and things on the team that it was just really hard for Wellston to compete against them. Then you had the Norse boys up in Vinton County, and then we moved to Wellston, and it seemed like that rivalry kind of got shifted from Jackson to Vinton County, and to my surprise, a few times there as we left Vinton County, our bus was pelted with bottles and whatnot.
Oak Hill has certainly had some of those experiences as well. At probably maybe one or two of the schools in Scioto County, so we know how that goes. They're actually, unfortunately, having to bring the ambulance on the field here for the Rockets player. Doesn't seem to be any kind of upper body issue. It seems to be more lower body, it seems. So we're stopped again here at Davis Stadium.
And Wellston's had many injuries this year. The Gardner-Check young man playing defensive end, he was broke a collarbone, so he's out for the year. So they can't afford to lose any more starters.
Wellston looks like about 30 players on the sideline tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The Oaks are, I think, around 25, 20 or so, maybe a few less. The injury bug has had a little bit of factor with Oak Hill, but both teams playing hard tonight. Been a well-played game. Other than the many penalties we had there, mainly in the first quarter, it seemed like.
It seemed like that's what stopped Oak Hill many times and gave an advantage back to Wellston, and then Wellston never could take advantage of those plays to move ahead and to try to score.
Still stoppage play here as they bring the stretcher over for the Wellston Rockets.
Folks,
Player,
if you like seeing these games with BMG Media, if you like seeing them on Friday night under the lights, write it down. Send someone a note. Put it in on Facebook. Let folks know what you're seeing, how you like it. If you don't like it, well, let's make those a little bit more not offensive, so to speak. But if you got some criticisms, let us know how we need to make things better, and we want to make things better.
So you can stream the games live on BMG Media on Facebook, correct?
Yes, sir, you can.
That's the easiest way to pull up the game is BMG Media.
And you can leave your comments right there.
Yep, right in the game feed. Leave comments and suggestions how we can improve the game and the coverage.
Looks like we're getting ready to get the player on the cot so they can get him checked out a little bit better at maybe one of the local medical centers.
See if we can get some more local scores here.
I'd like to once again mention our sponsors: People's Bank, Mayor Charlie Hudson, Darrow Insurance, Martin Floor Store, Ralph Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and the Oak Hill Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for your support.
Local scores: Jackson up on Logan 28-0. Northwest Mohawks 27-0 over the Southeastern Pirates. Gallia Academy 30, Meg 0. Nelsonville York 16, Trimble 0. Big rivalry game there up north. I believe the Ironton-Willersburg game still 6-3 Ironton. Late in the game, boy, that's been a real defensive struggle. Still attending to the Rockets player out on the field.
Looks like everybody is sticking around for the last quarter and the finish of the third quarter.
Yeah, still a nice crowd out here tonight.
While Oak Hill may be in control right now of the score, it's never ceased to amaze me that one or two plays later, things can change greatly.
Talking about both teams tonight, so there's looks like 7 seniors on the Wellston Rockets team. And then the Oak Hill Oaks have around 10 or 12 seniors. So both teams with an adequate number of seniors out there tonight. Long delay.
Looks like we've got life lights still over there. They haven't taken off yet. And then we've got the EMS down here on the field.
Union Oda now 21, Benton County 0. Wow, that's kind of a surprise up here in the box, I know, to several people. The player that's currently injured and being attended to is number 44, Bodie Kemp, senior running back and linebacker. One of the Rockets' best.
Multi-year letterman. He's been around. We're kind of, if you hear us chuckling just a little bit, I guess because there's a stop in the game, folks are having a few antics up here in the press box. Well, folks, I'll tell you right now, it is live. We are under the lights. The weather is nice. This would be a good thing for folks to come. If you can get out and support your local school district, and even like Wellston traveled from Wellston up here, just a, maybe 30-minute drive to support their local team. Those are good things to do. If you can't, however, you've got BMG Media. You've got BMG Media, and we have sponsors. We've been talking about these sponsors. We've only have a list of about, maybe 10 or 12 right now on our sheet. But there's plenty of room for folks to get the support they need, get your name out there if you have a local business, and support the BMG Media. Get your name out there for folks to see it, because there are folks at home who can't make it out to games. And it's a good thing that they can sit at home and see a high school football game.
Absolutely. Those folks who are maybe out of town or would have to drive a great distance to see the games, or maybe those elderly folks who have a hard time getting out to the games. This is a great
supported my parents supported the Rockets all along the way, and they just got elderly and didn't think that they could get out, so they'd watch it at home.
Absolutely. Great way for those folks to experience the action, be able to watch it and hear the call of the game is really awesome. Kind of a step above radio, being able to see the live stream, the player now being taken towards the ambulance. We wish him the absolute best.
And it looks like Lifelike's taking off too.
So we've got two issues going on here. In the distance, in a long delay here, it looks like both teams are putting their helmets back on and Boy, it's really hard to get started after you have a delay that's probably, 20 minutes.
Probably was, yeah, to strap back on and go to it again, yeah.
Coaches will probably have them stretch out and do some running to get their bodies warm back up so we don't have any more injuries here, any muscle pulls or anything. Oaks doing some high stepping here, trying to get back ready to go. We still got quite a bit of game left here. It's only third quarter, about 1:35 left. So a lot of football left tonight.
Right, yeah. And like I said, a play here and a play there could change the score of this game quickly.
As you said earlier, most of the crowd's still sticking around. A lot of folks still here tonight on both sides of the field.
I want to give a little kudos to the Oak Hill Oaks. Beautiful facility. Lovely field. It seems like even the grass or the artificial turf just looks great.
We are very proud of Davis Stadium here in Oak Hill. It was constructed back in about 2003, so it's actually been a little while. But when they built the new school, it was a year or so after. And this is actually our second turf that we've put on the field. The turf was just newly installed last summer. And they went with a two-shaded grass look, one a little darker, one a little lighter, and I really like it. It looks great.
It does look good. Kind of reminds me of those old electronic football sets that you'd get as a kid for Christmas, and you'd have the different stripes. That's what this looks like. It looks good.
Drone footage you saw tonight by BMG Media really, I think, accented and showed you how awesome of a facility the Oak Hill Oaks have here. Seeing it from above and both sides of the field, and the fans and the field house and the school facility, and being able to see that from way above gives you a real good idea of the type of facilities Oak Hill has here. We're really proud of it.
All right, well, Wellston's out on the field, and we'll see what they can do this time.
Looks like we're about ready to get back to action. Rockets, I believe, are going to be in a punt formation here on 4th and 13 on their own 15. Minute 35 left. Oak Hill, two guys back.
I see a lot of clean uniforms out there for Oak Hill.
Number 10, A.J. Harrison, and number 13, Andy Meldick, back to receive the punt. High snap, fielded by the punter. Kind of a short kick, goes out of bounds around the 35-40 yard line, where the Oaks will set up and begin. Looks like the Oaks do have their starters back out on offense.
Seems like when things go bad, they just keep on rolling bad for the Rockets. That kick looked like it was almost a sideways kick. Didn't get much yardage at all.
Oaks set up here at the 40-yard line in Wellston territory.
Which is another issue that Wellston's had. They can't get the ball across to the other side. And Oak Hill always starts out in good field position.
Oaks 3 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun. Deep throw. Just off the hands of number 9, Garrett McGinnis, down around the 20-yard line. Good play by the Rockets there on defense.
Getting back, yeah. Because if he had caught that, they would have stopped him there, but they would have picked up several yards, 20, 30 yards a play.
Looks like the Oaks receiver maybe had a little room there for a minute, but pass was a little short, and number 19 from the Rockets, Michael Weber, made a nice play on the ball. Second down, 2nd and 10 for the Oaks. Ball at the 40-yard line. Quarterback takes it, hands off number 4, dropped immediately by the Wellston Rockets, one of the defensive linemen there, made a really nice play.
Broke through.
Loss of about 2 yards. So the Rockets defense coming out here after this long break and stopping the Oaks on 1st and 2nd down.
As I mentioned earlier, it seems like Wellston comes up with these nice plays occasionally, and they need to string of those plays probably 7 or 8 in a row so they can make some positive things happen.
3rd and 12 for the Oaks, quarterback in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. Pass out right off Jonathan Harrison's hands. Would have been enough probably
for about a 5-6 yard pickup.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was wide open. The pass was a little bit high, so the Oaks looks like punt.
39 seconds left in the third quarter, folks.
Number 9, Garrett McInnes, will go back to punt. He's the place kicker as well as the punter. He's did an excellent job tonight. He's made all 3 of his extra points and just missed a field goal from about 20 yards out. The Oaks line up here to punt from about the 42-yard line. Good snap. Oh, good rush by the Rockets.
Good kick.
Deep kick, fair caught at the 6-yard line by the Rockets player.
About a 40-yard kick, 35-yard kick.
The Rockets will start deep in their own territory.
Yeah, why would you catch that?
Couple Oaks coming on strong, but yeah,
he caught the ball on the 6-yard line?
6-yard line, yeah. I guess they always say never catch punts inside the 10. So,
yeah. Bad mistake, mental mistake. Maybe it's one of those first game mistakes.
Rockets going to be backed up now, starting about their 6-yard line. 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Rockets on their own 6-yard line.
Looks like the Oaks have got their starters back in on defense, too. Maybe they're wanting to score again.
Rockets come out of the huddle. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun, 1 running back. Snap. Draw play, number 37, nice run out to the right. Puts his head down and gets it out to about the 14-yard line. Good play there by the Rockets.
That was probably one of the best offensive plays Wellston has had tonight to gain 8 yards. Good play.
About an 8-yard gain on the play there. Be about 2nd and 2 here as the time runs out here in the third quarter. So we'll have a stoppage of play, and we'll line up for the fourth quarter now. Talking about our sponsors tonight who are making this broadcast happen. People's Bank, Mayor Charlie Hudson from Wellston, Darrow Insurance, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and the Oak Hill Area Chamber of Commerce. So those are your sponsors here who are bringing this great broadcast and making it available here on BMG Media. Thanks to our sponsors. I'm going to hand the mic back over here. It was nice doing part of the game here tonight, and I look forward to joining BMG Media for the Oak Hill Oaks home games.
Thank you, Curtis Strickland, filling in there for us in the third quarter. He will be taking over for the Oak Hill Oaks, the rest of the home games they have here. Bill, a lot of things going on since last time I was on the air here.
Helicopters, EMSs.
Players getting hurt, you name it. It's about happened here.
Wellston put a good run there together, that 8-yard carry.
They did. Arguably our best player getting hurt, Bodie Kemp out, which it appears to be a broken leg. We cannot confirm that, But from all indications from what we're understanding, that's probably the case. And that's not a good thing for the Rockets, or actually for him. Bless his heart. We certainly want to keep he in his prayers. But his brother, 37, out there at tailback for the Rockets, done a nice job, made a couple nice runs there last series around. So we're ready to get action back underway here. 12 minutes to go here in this one. 21-0 your score. Oak Hill Oaks over the Rockets. Some interesting scores around the area, to say the least, here tonight as well, Bill.
Well, it always seems to happen that way, and that's because, it's not the way you think until you get out there on the field.
Scott takes the ball, packs it underneath. He's going to pick up a first down for the Rockets, and then a little bit more.
Broken play. Was looking for a receiver, didn't see one, and headed up the field.
Brought down by number 83, Gage Farrar. Pick up a 15 yards. It's a first down, Wellston.
11:40 to go in this contest. We're going to go ahead and if it's all right, pick the player of the game, or for tonight's contest, if we can go ahead and do that. I'm going to call it now because the young man just keeps getting better and better. And he's the offensive and defensive player for the Oak Hill Oaks. And we got to give that to the offensive and defensive lineman. We'll call his number here in just a minute. Again, that's Bodie or Kemp there trying to get away from Aiden Hall on that play, but Bodie a little more quicker than his brother, has a little more agility to him, but just not able to get away from Hall on that play. We're going to give the Adena player of the game. Again, sponsored by Adena. Adena player of the game. We're going to give that out to number 50 for the Oak Hill Oaks. Just what a tremendous player. Evan Fisher, 6'2", 270-pound senior for the Oak Hill Oaks. Just a dominant player, both sides of the ball. Unstoppable is the only way to explain it, that young man playing football.
He has been a figure on the field to be reckoned with.
Scott at shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to his left, under heavy pressure again, running for his life again. Sacked in the backfield. Hall on the sack for the Oak Hill Oaks on that play.
The Oaks are charged up right now. I believe they're going to try to get another score and stop Wellston on their own side of the field.
And we spoke about that earlier, Bill. Wellston has got to get rid of the football quick. You cannot set back with the way things have gone, set back there and allow. We certainly want to boost these kids up as much as we possibly can. They're just getting it handed to them tonight by the Oaks. Oaks are a lot better than what people anticipated. Scott under center for the Rockets. Takes the snap, hands off second back through power eye.
There it is. He got a block.
And that's the younger Kemp brother gaining some nice positive yardage. The Rockets going from the power high formation and brings up fourth down, though. And again, Bill, we spoke about this all night long. I'm not sure that the Rockets have broken the positive yardage yet for the evening. They have so much negative yardage so far tonight. I'm not sure that we've even got on the positive side yet.
Right. And we're fourth down.
8:40 to go in the contest. Snap is a good one. The punt is a spiral punt. Going to roll, take a rocket bounce. Going to stop at about the 50-yard line. And the punter for the Rockets on that play is number 7, Evan Canner.
This is probably the farthest back or the worst field position that Oak Hill has had this half.
Again, the Oaks are flirting with making this a running clock on the Rockets. 21 points on the board right now, and if they put 9, well, they can't do it on this drive, but just so everybody knows, anytime a game gets to a 30-point spread, you automatically go to a running clock in Ohio now.
Wellston had a few good runs there on that series. We noticed that they went to a power eye where they actually have a fullback, and I noticed that on that last play that Wellston had before the punt, that the fullback led the way up through the hole and made a key block, giving the runner a chance to make some yardage.
8:26 to go. Abley at shotgun for the Oaks. Takes the snap, hands off the number 22 this time. Weaves his way through the line of scrimmage. Number 22, that's Austin Crosby. He's a sophomore for the Oaks. Again, a lot of youth on the field tonight for both of these teams. And Oak Hill doing a nice job with Crosby on a nice run for the Oaks, picking up a first down for the Oaks on that play.
Sometimes when they get in those little clusters like that, that the defense, you think your teammate is going to make the tackle, so you back up a little bit, and then your teammate doesn't get that, and so the guy keeps running.
Yep.
And he ends up getting much yardage.
8 minutes to go. Abley at shotgun with number 10 to his left. That is A.J. Harris. Takes a snap, hands off to number 22 again. That's Crosby again, picking up positive yardage on the Rockets, but giving him a gain of about 5 on that play. Over the left side.
Oaks are doing a great job just now, anyway. In this series, they're moving the ball. No mistakes, no offsides, no other penalties.
Sounds like they went into halftime, made some adjustments, and fixed some things.
Or had got their heads adjusted when
or pulled out of a certain place. 7:22 to go. 21-0 your score, all Oak Hill here this evening. Abley again, and he's been at shotgun all night. Same on this play, takes a snap. Crosby over the right side. Again, picks and juves, and only a sophomore, and just bowling his way to another Oak Hill Oak first down.
There were Rockets all around him.
Sophomore running back for the Oaks.
And
he's
ran
a north
through
and
him.
south runner.
Absolutely.
Austin Crosby, the ball carrier. Gain of 8 yards. Brought down by number 17, Isaac McWilliams. That's a first down, Oak Hill.
6:38 to go. Oaks taking their time in the huddle. They need to hurry a little bit. Could possibly get tagged with a delay of game here. It's slow coming out of the huddle. Up 21-0, so I guess no big rush. 6:23 to go in the contest. Abley at shotgun. Crosby at tailback. Takes a snap. Hands off to Crosby again up the middle. And the Oaks just dominating the line of scrimmage. And again, Crosby just bowling his way close to another Oak first down. And again, folks, he's only a 5'9", 180-pound sophomore.
Why stop what's working? Crosby up the middle. Crosby up the middle. Crosby up the middle.
It's what Coach Blankenship always called back in the day, right?
Yep.
Run until you stop it. Again, the Oaks appear to just be taking the time, which is an obvious thing to do. Run as much clock down, Bill, as they possibly can. Maybe tag another score on the board and get out of here before anybody else gets hurt.
Right. And, they've got a yard to go. So, Crosby up the middle.
Again, Abley at shotgun with Harrison to his right. Crosby at tailback. Takes a snap. Crosby again up the middle. Bounces outside, stays on his feet, and he's just dragging Rockets with him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Probably the best running back we've seen on the field tonight.
So far, yeah.
That kid runs the ball like he knows what he's doing with it.
Like a bulldog.
5 minutes to go in the contest.
17 yards. That's a first down, Oak Hill.
Oak Hill's going to win some ball games this year. I know there's been some negative talk,
speculation
around the county that Oak Hill's just not that good, but they're looking pretty good tonight. I know the Rockets have a long way to go, but the Oak Hill Oaks are showing some nice things here this evening and going to be competitive in a lot of the games that they play in this year.
Well, if we go back to the first and second quarter and eliminate some mistakes, things could be different even now.
4:35 to go. Abley takes a snap. Again, Crosby over the left side. Touchdown, Oak Hill Oaks. Again, he wasn't even touched until he reached 5 yards into the backfield for the Oaks, for the Rockets, rather.
Folks, while they're making a transition to the kick, we have sponsors we need to talk about. People's
Absolutely.
Bank, Mayor Charlie Hudson, Darrow Insurance, Martin Floor Store, Ralph Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce. Look up in the right corner and you'll see those advertisements.
Oaks on to kick the extra point. And again, a Wellston connection here with the Oak Hill kicker. That is Garrett McInnes. His great-grandmother is Barb McInnes in Wellston. That kick goes wide right, and he can't believe it. But again, going to be a nice, really nice kicker. He's a junior, and he'll put some points on the board for the Oaks this year. Also, we want to shout out to the Adina Player of the Game. Adina Player of the Game, sponsored by Adina. We're going to give that to number 50 to the Oak Hill Oaks, who has dominated both sides of the ball tonight. Evan Fisher, a 6'2", 270-pound senior for the Oak Hill Oaks, has just dominated on both sides of the ball. So, Adina Player of the Game going out to Evan Fisher of the Oak Hill Oaks.
Now, what does that get him?
Tender fluff donut, fresh every day. Remember that commercial going back a couple of years?
I didn't know if I got you maybe a free cup of coffee at the Super America.
Also, thank you to the trainer.
Get him a cup of coffee and a maple bar. 27-0 your score, 4:32 to go here in the contest. Again, Oak Hill Oak really has cut out the mistakes the second half, Bill, and has played a pretty solid half. And the Rockets are just not able to get it going tonight, folks. Again, more negative yardage, I believe, tonight than positive. Probably lost their best player for the season in Bodie Kemp, but his younger brother has stepped up and done a nice job. Cole Kemp at that running back spot. But
wonder what that would have been like if both brothers were in the backfield.
I have seen that before. Those two boys do a nice job. But the Rockets, again, have a lot of work to do this year, folks. A lot of things have happened, as everybody knows. We're not going to expound on that. We just have to get better. McInnes' kick is going to be caught at the 20-yard line. Puts his head down, brings it up to about the 29-yard line. And I think that is number two for the Rockets on the return, and that's Roger Woods. He's a freshman. So the Rockets playing freshmen, sophomores, and juniors out there tonight. Again, the Rockets, their program can only go up from here, Bill.
Do you know any other freshmen that got out on the field that are?
I did. Back in 1981.
Scrimmage with Fairland.
Oh, my goodness.
Folks, I'm bringing back memories for him tonight.
Ooh, that one wasn't so good.
They had a running back that was pretty stout.
Yeah. And he introduced himself to me.
He introduced Bub to the turf.
It was two hits. He hit me and I hit the turf. 4:29 to go, 27-0 your score. It's the Oaks on top of the Rockets here this evening.
I talked to Bub later after the game, and he said I didn't hurt. He said it was just embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. The Rockets look to get some things going here with 4:29 to go. Ball on their own 29-yard line. Coach Justice has the troops in the huddle over there trying to get some things going. Again, the Oaks defensively have just absolutely played lights out so far here this evening. Again, with the Adina Player of the Game leading the charge for them on both sides of the ball, and that's Evan Fisher for the Oak Hill Oaks. The Oaks looks like they put what we used to call the Guinea Squad.
Yeah, the B team.
They got the B team, the Guinea Squad out there right now, which is a great call. You know, get your starters out of there.
So they're not getting hurt. Yeah.
Right, exactly, with 4 minutes to go. Get them some experience.
It's always good when you can get the younger players out there.
Rockets also have made some adjustments.
Oh,
with the looks like the JV team in there as well.
He battled for every yard he got there.
Number 3 on the carry for the Rockets, and that is Josh Clarkson. He's a special player, folks. You're going to see this kid by the time he's a senior. He's going to have accomplished some special things for Wellston.
When you can get hit, spin, turn, put your hand down from falling, keep you from falling.
He's a natural. Remember a player from Wellston by the name of Jerry Patton going back several years ago, and Curtis J. John several years ago would do the same thing. Get
Randy
hit, spin,
Peoples.
hit, spin, keep going. There's Clarkson again, makes a move. Nope, that's Kemp. Makes it, bounces it outside. He has all types of real estate down the sideline. There he goes. Is he going to put the Rockets? Nope. Going to get him at the 20. Again, that was that juke move at the line of scrimmage, and that's number 37 for the Rockets. And again, he's only a sophomore.
Folks, we got a little bit excited right there because Wellston put together a play there, individual effort on this young man's part, and took it up the field.
So again, we want to keep it in its proper bubble. We have a flag on the play. Evidently have a flag on the play.
Oh, the Wellston players are walking back.
Not a good sign.
No.
3:41 to go. Going to mark it back somewhere around the 50-yard line. Again, great move at the line of scrimmage by Cole Kemp. Again, another great back out there. He's only a freshman, is Josh Clarkson. Those two guys are going to make some things happen. Very special players. Could very possibly even see some action on Friday nights throughout the Tri-Valley Conference. Looks like illegal use of the helmet, possibly, against the Rockets. Not sure of that, but minute 35 to go. Or 3:35 to go, I'm sorry. Evan Cantor comes wide left, right. Takes a snap. Hands off to Kemp again around the right side. He turns in the afterburners.
There he goes.
Another first down marker, and again, he runs and puts his head down. And again, these are players, Bill, that have to step up and have stepped up.
Right.
But it's, again, next man up. And when you go into the Friday night lights and playing against the big boys, it's just a complete different atmosphere. So when you see these kids playing against kids their own age and their own size, you can see the result.
Right. And he turned it on around the corner, picked up a first down.
So in the game at quarterback for the Rockets, number 6, that's Jarrett Meacham. He's also a freshman. I believe I'm correct. Nope, correction, number 5. That's Justin Jackson. I should have known that, and I apologize. Another great athlete for Wellston is the quarterback spot. Nice size young man for a freshman. Has a nice body to him. Takes the snap, drops back, flips the ball around in his hands, looks it over, throws it out in the flats. He has his man complete to Kemp. Kemp makes his way through, tries to get to the outside, gets it inside the 29-yard line with 2:30 to go.
Kemp makes an athletic move, spins, and picks up another 5 yards.
Again, Kemp just a really nice looking running back for the Rockets, a sophomore. And then at quarterback again, you have number 5 out there, Justin Jackson. And good-looking kid, good-looking player. Rockets have a lot to build on. Unfortunately, tonight is just has not been their night. Again, a lot of kids that come to the forefront and so forth just have not been able to make it happen. Ball snapped over his head. Jackson picks it up on the bounce. Looking downfield, he's going to try to run it. Tries to get away from a couple of defenders. Carries it back over into the 35-yard line. Minute 43 to go.
Loss of about 7 on the play.
Number 5, Justin Jackson, the ball carrier for Wellston.
Folks, we kind of get excited to hear sometimes. Even if it's the second team or the B team or the Guinea squad, whatever you want to call it or have called it in the past, when folks start making a move and running the ball up the field that have been quiet all night long, I get kind of excited sometimes.
Yeah. Minute to go.
Now, my question is, how close does Wellston have to get to the end zone before Oak Hill sends in the big boys again?
Rockets are going to, the way they're going right now, are only going to get one more play off. No sense of urgency here. We need to pick up the pace just a little. Takes a snap. Jackson throws it across the middle. Throws it up in the air. Incomplete to Kemp.
Clock stopped. Kemp's not quite, doesn't have the height here. He could have had that one.
Again, freshman at quarterback, and it gets just a little bit of Friday night game jitters.
Clock stops, so Wellston will get another play.
Again, a Dina player of the game tonight.
Last play, that's their 4th down.
Dina player of the game tonight going to go out to number 50 for the Oak Hill Oaks. Evan Fisher just dominated both sides of the ball tonight, offensively and then defensively more, where he's made his presence more known on the defensive side of the ball. But this could very well be the last play of the game. Ball snapped over the Rockets' heads. Looks like Clarkson's going to try to pick it up. He's going to try to get outside. He's got some room, trying to get outside again. Breaks a couple more tackles. Gets up inside, back into Rocket territory, down the sidelines. Makes a couple moves. Still on his feet.
Still on his feet. Got the first down.
The 20-yard line.
What a play.
And again, that's the freshman that we were talking about. The special things that come from these two running backs from Wellston, from Kemp and Clarkson.
So the ball went over his head. He runs back, picks it up, starts weaving his way through the defense, and picks up the first down.
That was all part of the play.
Well, don't make it that exciting then.
Yeah, the Rockets are not going to get another playoff here. That's going to do it. It's going to end the game here this evening from Oak Hill, Ohio, from Davis Stadium. It's going to be the Oak Hill Oaks 27, the Wellston Golden Rockets 0. Congratulations to the Oaks on a fine opening night on a Friday night. The Golden Rockets have some work to do, but I guarantee you they'll go back to work come Monday and try to put some things back together. Again, Adina, player of the game, one more time tonight, Evan Fisher, 6'2", 270-pound senior. Evan, again, played very well tonight, both sides of the ball. Dominated the game. The Rockets have Fairland up next. They were trailing at Portsmouth West here this evening. And, Fairland's coming to town. So it's going to be another tough matchup for the Golden Rockets. I believe the Oak Hill Oaks have who do the Oak Hill Oaks have next? They have Piketon next. Is that here on the road? They have Piketon here next Friday night. Curtis Strickland will be bringing you all the Oak Hill action on home games, live stream here at Davis Stadium for the rest of the season. We'll be doing BMG Media. Will be doing live stream at the remaining home schedule. So for Bill Norris, I'm Bub Norris saying good night. God bless. God bless America, everybody. Good night.